Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your monthly, your zodiac for the month of December 2021. Welcome back Libra, this is your reading for the month of December 2021. Let's see what the cards say. I'm first drawing from the Energy Oracle cards, and I'll get one from there, and then Strategy is your card. Let's see. And it may be that you need to be being more strategic in your approach to something. Let's see. I'm using these cards of mine that I haven't wanted to use because I wanted to first get to know the herbs better so I can make my own meaning, but they're such lovely, it's such a beautiful deck, and they have a lovely energy as well. So let's see. For a second thought that I wasn't recording, and I did Pisces, for example, 3 times, but it was because the laptop was there was something, my brother sorted it out, so anyway, but 3 times, goodness me, that was yesterday. It was exhausting. So beneath the deck you have 5 of Earth. So there's a lot of change, I think, going on for you, Libra. This is the card of feeling like an outsider, but it is in reverse. So perhaps something's changing with regard to stability, home life, but that's what it feels like. And at the center you also have a 5. It's a 5 of Wands. I think what's happening is that you are juggling. You are busy with too many things, or you are feeling like you are in competition with others for maybe a job or whatever it might be. For those who aren't familiar with the way I read, I first do a quick round with the first set of cards, and then I go in deep with the next round. You get the Magician in reverse, so it could be that you're dealing with an Aries or fire sign, but there's it's not, it might be this thing that you're competing with or over, maybe competing over an Aries, or with, it could be love or whatever, but you are either, for some of you it will be that you're taking on too much and you need to focus. It's leading to you being unfocused and so not even productive. Or it could be that you feel you are in competition with or over an Aries, or with an Aries over a job. But it's causing discomfort and a lack of focus. You get another 5 of air with the white sage, and this is in what you need to think about. And again, it's this thing about games played, how you play the game. We'll see when we get the clarifiers what your role is in this game, but that's something you need to think about. How do you play the game? In the unconscious you get the 8 of air, and a number of people have got the 8 of air, 8 of swords. So I'm going to put a link. I'm going to add the video at the end of yours. I'll put a link at the end of yours to the 2-card draw that I did for TikTok and which I've shared on YouTube because I felt the messages were really powerful, and it's to do with the 8 of Swords. And that particular share is much more powerful because of the nature of that 8 of Swords. It's a really good not a good depiction, but it evoked something within an exercise that I share. So do that, Libra. Go and check that 8 of Swords because it's something to do with untrapping yourself. So in your unconscious, you are trying to untrap yourself. Maybe you're on your way to that, but you're not too sure how. You get the 9 of Air in the reverse in your representing you. So maybe you are moving from the stuck state. I think that you've been in your head. Look at this. You get the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Air. Around 2 of Air. Sorry, it's the 2 of Air. But there's a lot of air here, being in your head, Libra, which is your home, home ground for you. That's all. Oh, that's Earth. So maybe you have been strategizing around something, or maybe you need to strategize, or you need to, let's see what comes up. It could be positive or negative, it could be advice or a caution, but we'll see. With the 9 of Swords in the reverse representing you, it looks like you are finally letting go of the worry. I think that you've been stuck in your head about this situation. The 7 of Water in your near future is having choices. Having choices, maybe romantic choices or choices, but it makes sense with the 5 of Wands there. Maybe you are feeling like, which way should I go? Too many projects, too many people, whatever the case might be. But having too much choice can make us feel stuck, which is what the 2 of Air can speak about. Feeling stuck and not able to move, and it's very much like this 8 of Swords. So really do that activity and see what comes up for you. I think you'll enjoy it, Libra, and I think it will be very useful. Your advice is Curandera of Earth, Queen of Coins. In fact, this is not the Queen of Coins. This is the Witch, the King of Coins, like in this deck they have only women court cards. So this is like the elder, I would say. So maybe there's an elder around you, or an earth sign around you that is there as your advice, that's there to support you, that's important to you. Or it could be, we'll see when we get the clarifiers, if it's suggesting that you need to think about the more practical issues, maybe taking on more of that earth energy, which I feel maybe that's what you are being advised, given that you have all this air, and that's the thing that I noticed, in your near future, in your outcome, you get the 10 of Earth, but you get it in the reverse. And it's suggesting that there's a lack of stability, or that's what you're hankering after, and that's what you will be trying to deal with in your near future. It will still be present, this concern about your stability. And it could be concern with happy families, and the Capricorn shows up in the reverse, the Devil shows up, and Aquarius shows up upright. So these might be part of your choices, like if there is a Capricorn, I'm seeing that as a negative energy. I'm seeing the Aquarius as the positive. But it could be something to do with what you see as happiness. What is a happy family to you? But that will be on your mind, and maybe there will be some concern about your family stability. Might be a family concern in the outcome. Oh man, my neighbor has lots of grandchildren, and they are all visiting there. Oh, little baby got hurt. Okay. So beneath the deck you get the Two of Cups in the reverse. Which suggests, my dear Libra, that maybe a relationship, it could be even a work relationship, hasn't worked out the way you wanted. Maybe you didn't want it. Maybe you hurt someone. Maybe you walked away from a relationship. We'll see what comes up. But a cycle isn't closed. It could be in your heart that it's not closed. But there's something going on with your heart and your solar sacral chakra. Libra, you might need to do a lot of work with your base, your lower chakras, from the base to the heart, to the throat chakra. I've done videos on all of those, some Reiki healing if you are interested, and that might help. Those things can be helpful because you don't have to think too much and you need to be out of your head. So just allowing the healing, might be useful for you, Libra. So with your 5 of Fire, you get patience and planning. And it's so weird. I also get this energy of too much movement. You need to still yourself. And look at these pillars make me think of the Justice, which is your card. So maybe you are needing to be calmer and be more. Maybe you need to take a step back. Maybe you need to take a step back so that you can make decisions that are good for you. You get the Magician and the Universe in the reverse. So there's this need to focus. Maybe there's a need to make a choice. There's a need to close out a cycle, Libra. There's something I think you're holding on to that you need to let go of. Might be a partnership. Might be something that's over that you are not accepting as over. Or maybe it's over and you haven't been honest with that individual or with that organization or whatever. But there's some cycle that needs to close. It could even be a pattern of behavior. And if it is, it's related to this competitive. There's nothing wrong with being competitive, right? It's part of life. But I think there's a problem when we are being destructively competitive, or we are doing it in an underhand way, where we might be competing and others have no idea. Something like that. There's something which even goes against the grain of the Justice card, which is about fairness, but it could, of course, be around you because, well, anyway, you get so many 5s, so something's definitely changing for you, Libra. The throat chakra, the 5 of Air. This 5 of Air talks about where we shoot ourselves in the foot, and I think that you are maybe shooting yourself in the foot because of the throat chakra can speak about the lies we tell ourselves, or the untruths, or the games these cards are talking about games that are being played. Now, Libra, for some of you, it might be others that are playing a game and you are not aware of it, or maybe you have an inkling but you haven't been sure, so you need to become aware of it. If it's you playing the game, Libra, you need to also confront yourself and stop, like pull yourself towards yourself kind of thing, and stop that cycle because it's quite destructive. In your near past, you have the Ace of Earth. There was a new beginning. I didn't read this earlier. There was a new beginning, but I think it was thwarted by a lack of communication. There might have been an offer. It could be work. This is about the solid offers. It's about the material. So maybe there was an offer made, but there was not enough communication. It could have even been communication about contracts or expectations or whatever the case might be. And that's what's brought us to this point. maybe that's part of this. It could even be that in a work situation you are taking on too much because there wasn't clarity, and you need to bring that shit to a close. If you are overworking and not being appreciated, then you need to nip that in the bud. Beneath the deck, in the unconscious, is this feeling of being trapped, but I really feel like do that activity, watch that video and do that activity, and you will see your victory and success in doing that. You might not be able to see it right now, but it's beneath the surface, it's there. So this thing that you feel didn't, maybe where there's this lack of clarity or it didn't work out, there's success to be had, you know. You get for you the 9 of air and the heart chakra. I feel another thing that you need to be looking at, well, you've got the throat. I think you need to work on the heart chakra. And for me, this is about self-love. So while you're working on the throat chakra, I think just do those healing videos. And if you don't want to watch mine, watch someone else's on these, particularly these chakras, the heart, the sacral, and the throat. But for the throat chakra, I think you need to be also doing some stock take of behavior around you, or the behavior that you destructive behavior that you participate in. You get the 2 of air with the Ace of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So maybe you're going to cut through. I think you're going to make a choice. This is how it can be. You're feeling stuck. You have choices. Or you're feeling stuck because you don't know how to move forward. You've taken on too much. But you're going to get your voice back and you're going to speak your truth. That's what I think. I really feel like that's one of your lessons for the month ahead, Libra. That, or someone will speak a truth to you. You know, and yeah. You get in your near future, the 7 of water. So all these choices. And the sacral chakra, this is your seat of sexuality, of creativity, of making things, of creativity and sensuality and how you feel about yourself. And I think with the 7 of water, with all these choices, I think you need to come back to that center to value what is right for you, Libra. All that glitters isn't gold. You need to come back to your own truth, which is the throat chakra as well, and your heart chakra, what is true to your heart, and what makes you feel valued and beautiful. And maybe you need to be doing a lot of self-care and sensual stuff like dancing and bubble baths and whatever that might mean for you, in order to make choices that are right for you, Libra. In your advice, you get the Solitude card. This is the card of Virgo, which comes with an earth, so you might be dealing with the Virgo. But it also speaks about 2 things. One, I feel like you need to be doing going back to basics, right? Like doing earthy things, which I think is like back to your sacral chakra. I think that you need to be honoring the earth and putting your feet in the soil, or on the ground, on the grass, and as part of your healing. But I feel like another thing that you need to do is withdraw in order to get the wisdom that you are needing right now in order to handle this situation that doesn't look like it's constructive, in order for you to move towards victory in the situation that has been confusing, maybe all over the place, like incomplete. and it can be this like a whirlwind. Maybe you have been, maybe one of the things is that it's been just too busy, and so you can't even think. So take the breaks, take time out to withdraw so that you can come back stronger, you know. And then you get the 10 of air and the waiting game in the reverse. 10 of earth, sorry. This thinking that this in the future, there's maybe you're feeling like, I'm going to say the same thing I said to who? In one of the readings, the message was not to rush. It's like, it's almost like you feel time is running out for your 10 of coins, for your happiness, for your stability. And maybe you need to be not concerning yourself with that, and rather your strategy is to do the withdrawal, to do the practical things, the creative things, work with the soil, make things with your hands, engage in sensual pleasures, because I feel like right now you're doing a lot of healing. You need to do a lot of healing, for your chakras are maybe out of balance, Libra, these three in particular, and that's what you're needing to work towards. Let me get one more card for the strategy, for draw from these for what that strategy might mean. Three of coins. Wow, it's suggesting a lack of collaboration. I'm feeling that it's to do with work, and you get another three, which is the Empress in reverse. I think that comes back to the sacral chakra, that you need to be working on that. But there's also an element of, it's that competition that's coming up again for you, Libra, and I'm not sure why. Let's see. Let's look at this. Oh wow, these are threes. These are all three threes, right? So maybe you need, it says journaling there, you need to think about why you feel the need to compete, and I think you need to be journaling about the Empress within, and how you might undervalue the Empress within. It's like that. The Empress is the divine feminine, so it doesn't matter how you identify, but it's about valuing the divine feminine within, dear Libra. You know, I think you need to be doing all of this with a gentle heart and with an open heart, you know, and a lot of love and compassion for yourself. I think you're taking on too much in some cases, or you are feeling unworthy, and maybe not speaking up for yourself, or the unworthiness is leading to you to play destructive games, or allow others to play those games on you. So that's what I'm seeing, and I just mean, like, maybe that's, in that case, it's in a work context, you know. I'm not too sure if this is a love. For some it is a love, about love, but it's not about an outsider, it's not about an other, it's about you and how you value yourself in relationships. And there's been a lot of those messages of us coming home to the self first, to see the lessons, to see where we are our own worst enemies, where we might be blocking our own movement forward because of whatever the blockages. In your case, it's the love of self, is self-love, and you know the Emperor shows up there, and this has been a theme for others as well. It's like the Empress in reverse and the Emperor upright. So it's like almost an overvaluing of the masculine energy, maybe in relationships, maybe with yourself, within yourself. But like I keep saying, it's as within, so without. When we heal within, then we see the without change. And yeah, I will leave it there. Let me see if there's anything else that wants to come out for you, Libra. There's your Emperor and your Four of Earth. I think that this is what you're wanting, and this is what you're working towards. Your stability, and you maybe being your own Emperor, or if this is about love, you being discerning about your choice of Emperor. And I feel that it comes back to your getting your chakras into balance, so that you are able to speak up for yourself, love yourself enough, and honor your own sexuality. Oh, sorry, Libra, one more. God, I can't shortchange you like that. Let's see. Yours flew out. And it says Gangang Sara. And it says resistance. So you might even resist this reading, but you get 2 and 2, which is 4, and it can also speak about partnerships. But I feel, my dear Libra, first within, then without. Do the work within, dear hearts. Value this beautiful goddess energy within, no matter how you identify, no matter what your sexual preference is, and what body you're in. Value this energy within yourself, which is this energy, the Empress, but it says resistance, and I'm seeing resistance here as you resisting. However, it could be, by the way, if this is a situation where you are being taken for granted, especially in a work situation, is what I'm seeing. It's about you being able to resist that. But I feel it then again comes back to this. It's about you standing up for your own stability, for your four of coins, your 4 of wands, your stability, your abundance, standing up for your coins, standing up for your value. Okay, my dear Libras, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helps you. Please won't you share your feedback. I wish you a wonderful December, and I'll be in touch. I will chat with you again soon.